Good tune.
Whoa, you're back. I like your hat. Boom, boom, boom.
Probably my favorite, like, new wave modern band too.
Whoa, yeah, they were really progressive.
REM.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. I think to me they define the 80s new wave. I mean, there's a lot of bands, but I think
I don't know if they.
I don't know.
REM, U2.
Yes. Yeah. Now there's now we're talking. Welcome to the podcast, by the way. I'm Billy May, your hat dude wearing mortgage guy. Eventually, we're gonna start talking about mortgages and commercial finance, right, Jeff?
Yeah, you're the mortgage. Yeah, you're the Resi mortgage.
I'm the residential mortgage guy. We have Jeff the Goldman Goldstein. He's the commercial banking.
Goldman.
The Goldman. Yeah. He's got all the gold. Wants to lend it to you, of course, at a good rate. You know what I mean?
Goldman, Goldstein. Does it really matter?
No, it's gold, man, so to speak.
Gold.
You're gold, man. So last podcast, we had an extended version because we talked about best hair metal bands of the 80s.
That was a good one.
That was a great one.
I don't know if other people liked it, but I liked it.
So remember now, it's the Hat Dude channel. This is our podcast. Billy May, the Hat Dude, Jeff the Goldman Goldstein. Hit subscribe, hit like, bookmark this page and tell 5 of your friends, and also leave your comments. So let's talk, Jeff. Top 10.
I think this is going to be way more complicated. I think we're going to, here's my take. The last show was so great, in my opinion. I think we're going to have to revisit that. And then this one is, we might have to even revisit this one.
Well, when you talk about, as I was saying in my opening monologue, so to speak, in the last podcast, 80s rock started, like, say, 1980.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah,
You're
please.
Very good at that. You're very good at that. You're like the Johnny Carson of podcasts. All right. You said something, you're like, I'm not going to be as excited for this,
True.
this topic, but you know what? I think you might be.
I think so too. Yeah.
There's way more to this than you actually think.
No.
I'm telling you, we're going to need 2.
Yeah.
We're going to need 2 episodes.
You have a very valid point. And I think, back to my opening monologue in the previous episode, as I was saying, is that 80s rock, rock and roll, I'm going to backtrack, digress, whatever. Rock started in the 50s. You had Chuck Berry, Elvis. Then the 60s, the British Invasion, Beatles, Stones. It started off really, like, cute and cuddly. And I remember the 50s was like, it was the Happy Days world. And then the 60s was, in the early 60s, it was the Leave It to Beaver world. And by the late 60s, it was the
Leave It to Beaver world.
In the late 60s, it was chaos. It was 1960, it was chaos. And you had the Summer of Love in San Francisco. And the 70s, to me, was so creative, man, because these amazing musicians, you had like bands like Steely Dan and the Eagles and, tons of great.
They were making it way more sophisticated in the 70s. 70s was like they took from the 60s and then they just took it to a whole other stratosphere.
That's absolutely.
And then the studios became even better. The equipment was better, and the musicians became better.
Oh, the musicians were amazing. The 70s, all of them bands, dude. Glenn Campbell and the Wrecking Crew from the 60s and 70s. They were backing bands for all these Beach Boys. And there's so much good material, but then it got to. So my synopsis is that we're gonna get to the top 10 new wave bands in a second. My synopsis: the 70s, it kind of got not a little stale, but then the disco came out in the late 70s, and then they had the whole disco sucks thing in 1979. That was 1980.
Yeah.
Reagan was elected president. We had this nice kind of positive influence in America. Corporations, were getting bigger. People wanted to be wealthy, and then you had the advent of MTV and stuff. Rock was at a crossroads in 1980. Our argument last opposite episode was that everybody wanted to be Van Halen. Guitarists wanted to be Eddie Van Halen. And so bands, in the 80s, during 1980, wave was really at the cutting edge. In 1979, the Knack came out, Maestro, which was huge.
Huge.
And you had the P-52s, all these bands coming out in the late 70s, man.
Well, the Ramones. The Talking Heads.
Talking Heads. It looked like the new wave was going to be of the 80s.
Yeah, well, and backdrop, CBGB in New York City.
Yeah.
And you had Blondie.
Yeah, absolutely. Blondie.
So
that movie,
I'm thinking David Bowie.
Right.
David Bowie might have been the grandfather or the
I agree.
The godfather of new wave.
I agree. And then in England, you had the Sex Pistols, Sid Vicious, you had the Clash, you had all that stuff going on in the 70s. The Police were originally a really new wave band. You know what I mean?
Of course. New wave and new wave reggae.
Right. That's right. They were very unique. So there's a lot of stuff happening. So like right around 1980, rock, in my opinion, split off into kind of 2 things. It went like kind of corporate hairband metal, hard rock, or
Yeah.
what kind of new wave, progressive new wave.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to talk about today, eventually we're going to come to our top 10 new wave bands of the 80s. We're going to have our Mount Rushmore of new wave of the 80s. And we love your feedback. Comment below. But so, I mean, Jeff, I went first last week. So I want you to go with your top 10 new wave. I want you to go first, and I'll go, and then we'll compare notes, so to speak.
I can't believe I'm doing this. And there's one on here that we might have a question, but let's go. They actually might even went on our other podcast, but I'm gonna go with my number one. I'm gonna say, the Police. Even though they became rock and so popular, they were definitely cutting edge and they were definitely new wave. Roxy Music.
Okay.
With Brian Ferry, U2, REM, Duran, In Excess.
Hold on. I can't go so fast. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let me slow down.
It's okay.
Talking Heads.
All right, right.
Cult.
The Cult?
Yes.
You consider the Cult new wave? Okay.
That's what I said. I'm not sure. They weren't really heavy metal. They were kind of cutting edge. I would say new wave.
Okay. I wouldn't put them in any kind of category. Actually.
There's an argument to say no. I get it.
But if that's what you're saying, you only got like two more here. You do realize
I'm gonna put the Cure in.
The Cure, yeah.
And Simple Minds.
Simple Minds, okay.
And I have honorable mentions.
Who is your
Thompson Twins?
I like Thompson Twins.
Yeah, Thompson Twins, and then my other one was Human League.
Hey man, that's honorable mention. Those are legit. I mean, so listen, I'm not a huge top 10. I'm not a huge new wave. I like new wave music. Trust me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with ones that I agree with you. Okay. So I do agree REM. I do agree The Cure. I'm gonna say I can't believe you missed this one, dude. Depeche Mode. I mean, that's a layup.
I know I should.
I'm gonna hold on now.
I beat myself. What?
All right,
I beat myself.
I really consider maybe they got a little popular with the Cars.
Oh, yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Now I'm not a fan of this guy.
Wait, can I just say one thing?
Sure.
The Cars might be one of my greatest bands of all time.
All right, man. Well, listen. You can make an argument that maybe they fell out of the new wave, but I definitely
did. I mentioned it in excess, right?
Yeah.
All right. Because they're one of my tops.
Now, listen, I'm not going.
I love this genre.
I'm not going me. I'm going with the perception. I'm not making my list. I'm making what would be the top 10 new wave band.
I was giving you my list,
but this guy,
that should be on there. Yeah. I can't believe I don't have that on there.
I'm gonna go Blondie. I agree with you.
Ooh, I should have Blondie.
Definitely Blondie.
I didn't put Blondie in there.
I'm not a big fan of them. Okay, but this New Order, Joy Division.
That was the other one I couldn't figure out.
They've got some Order. They were very influential. Yeah,
New Order's got a lot of hits actually.
Yeah. So
I went to see them at I went to see them at Jackie Gleason. It was great.
Okay. I gotta say, maybe they only like two good albums of Devo.
Devo, you know what? They were big.
Yeah. I would definitely say Roxy Music. Now I'm picking some of the stuff. Most of the stuff you didn't pick, but I say Roxy Music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got one more. Another one too. I gotta say Tears for Fears.
You think they're really new wave?
Well, they're poppy. You know what I mean? So if not them, all right. So I'm taking Tears for Fears out. You know what I'm going with?
You remember ABC?
You've got to look. You've got to look. The look of love. Yeah, of course. And
you did
shoot that poison arrow through my heart. I mean, listen. I know
they have like 6. They
did. Yeah. What about Kajagoogoo?
Nah, they got like
Haircut 100.
One spot. Yeah.
These are all the one-hit wonders from MTV.
He had good hair. I mean,
who? Kajagoogoo?
Yeah.
Total. They do like a
and you know what else we're missing? Culture Club and Howard Jones.
Yeah. So and then to round out my Talking Heads. I mean, I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm done. I'm done. So
you're not putting Bowie in there?
He to me, my argument is that he kind of transcends all that stuff, man. I mean, yeah, he was pop, he was rock, he was kind of everything. So you could put Bowie, that's fine. You could make an argument. Listen, there's other bands too. Like, listen, U2 really started out as a progressive, top 10 new wave band for sure.
Oh my God, Gloria!
Of course they did.
And the album War.
Man. I mean, all right, listen, I'm going to redo my.
They were like the typical college,
all right,
modern college.
So I'm definitely adding U2, and I'm going to take out. It's tough, man. I probably would take out the B-52s. Yeah. I got
They came from the same city as REM.
REM, yeah. It was
Georgia.
Georgia, Athens, Georgia,
Georgia.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Some
tough one,
college
man.
fan.
And we got, listen, there's honorable mentions. I got a lot of honorable mentions, man. I mean, you see like the Clash. We didn't mention the Clash.
Oh, the Clash should be in there.
Boingo Boingo.
Ooh, I like Oingo Boingo.
I got a couple of big ones. That's just huge.
That great movie.
Eurythmics.
Weird Science. What?
Eurythmics.
Rhythmic should be in there.
I mean, Oingo Boingo, the guy had one hit, dude. Danny Elfman, he's made it big in film. He did the Prince or the soundtrack for actually created the soundtrack for The Simpsons, for God's sakes. But he did a bunch of stuff. Adam Ant. I like Adam Ant, actually.
And you know what's funny? The last Adam Ant album, he reinvented himself without his makeup on. That Adam Ant album is insane.
Was he a friend of mine cockroach by then or something? What was he after that? So you see, what did he become another insect? Was he Frankie Flea? What the hell did he turn into? Did he turn into a termite or something?
He became a
termite.
That's really funny.
It is kind of funny.
I think that might have been the funniest thing you've ever said.
Yeah, on camera, maybe. I don't know. But
you know what? So he actually came out with an album in 2013.
Okay. Hey, great video.
This album was called Adam Ant Wonderful. Okay. And this song, I got to send it. This album is insane.
Well, so all I know is he had great videos. Remember in Goody Two Shoes, he had the chick with the glasses, the hot.
Yes.
And then another great song.
Goody Two Shoes.
Another great song video was Desperate But Not Serious. Desperate but not
that's
serious.
A good tune.
That's Adam Ant. Yeah, great tune, man. So, and then did I say the Pretenders? I mean,
that's a progressive band.
I mean, you could say definitely INXS. You could say the Go-Go's, the Cult. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Ooh, the Go-Go's.
I consider the Go-Go's more pop.
Yeah, more pop rock.
Yeah. So listen, between you and I, we went through a lot of stuff here. This is gonna be a very difficult top 10 list.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to take Cult off. The Cult off.
No, they're not. No.
All right, I'm taking them off.
Yeah. Simple Minds had a lot of good hits, man.
Yeah.
They're live and kicking. So I don't know, man. Let's go to the top. So we know Talking Heads has to be on there.
Yeah. Talking Heads. There, if you really want to get down to the best of the best, like the Talking Heads are like the Rolling Stones of modern music.
Now what about REM?
You gotta. I think this will probably be pretty easy. I could do my top 4 for Mount Rushmore right now.
The Cure.
Yeah, I would go. U2.
All right, so this is your top. This is your new top 10.
Yeah, REM.
All right,
U2. Talking Heads and Police.
That's your top 4.
It has to be.
All right. Now,
they all started from that. If you go onto any modern music, they still play the Police. They still play the Talking Heads. The only one I'd probably, I'm going back and forth. I think INXS is just the most underrated of every genre.
But are they strictly a new wave band?
They were in the beginning.
All right, so you're gonna put them in your list.
They all graduated. That's kind of what happened.
All right, so let me get this straight. You've got Talking Heads, REM, The Cure, The Police, and INXS so far, correct?
Yeah, those are my 4.
That's 5, actually. Remember, we're doing top 10. We got to get top 10 first. Then we're going to
I'll do my top 10. I thought we were doing Mount Rushmore.
Not yet.
My apologies.
About Depeche Mode.
Yes.
Top 10.
Yes.
Clash?
Yes. Without a doubt.
All right, so now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 3 more, dude. Go through your list.
Do we have the Simple Minds in there?
No. Top 10?
Did you put INXS in there?
For you, yes. We're going for you. This is you. Now I'm putting your top 10.
Put Simple Minds in.
Okay.
Put Roxy Music in.
And one more. Dude, you haven't chosen U2 or the Cars or anybody else yet,
Put U2 in the Cars.
All right, so I think that might make 11, dude. So let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You making notes here? Because I'm keeping notes for you, man.
Take Simple Minds out.
All right. I agree. They became too pop. They're too poppy. I mean, definitely Roxy Music is definitely.
Well, the Cars became really poppy.
They did, but to me, they were one of the originators, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had a unique sound. It was late 70s. They did get poppy in the early 80s. No doubt about that. You do have a valid point, but they were so good.
So good.
About Blondie, I'd leave Blondie in over the Cars. Well, actually, Blondie, man, she petered out after that solo album with the Tide is High, whatever, man. Right?
Yeah. True.
I mean, she was new. Remember, and she plays on the Rapture song. She was the first pop song to really merge rap into pop music.
Yeah, I mean, Blondie was amazing.
She was cutting edge, man.
Maybe she should be in there.
Well, then you got to take somebody else out. This is a tough list, man. I'm telling you. I would maybe I would think I might put Blondie. Well, the Cars. Oof.
Maybe take. You can't take the Clash out.
This is your list now. I got to do my list still. You know what I'm saying?
Just leave it. Leave it.
All right. So here's me.
I can't take these other bands out.
I got you. All right. So I'm going in excess. No doubt about that. I definitely got to go U2.
Yeah.
I got a Devo, man. I think Devo was influential, man. But Police, see, they became too, well, I definitely got to do Talking Heads. Definitely got to do REM. Definitely got to do The Cure. Definitely got to do Depeche Mode. I definitely got to do The Clash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, The Police.
See, it's weird. I don't love the Clash, but they deserve to be in there.
I don't either. I don't love them. And I could make an argument for the Pretenders, but then they really got really poppy after this first 2 albums.
I wouldn't put the Pretenders, even though I like them. I like Chrissy.
I would definitely put. You know what? And then Roxy Music.
Love Roxy Music.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Brian Ferry.
One more.
Genius.
I got Cars. Okay. You know what? I think I would take. No, I'm done. All right. So me and you, we both agree on the Talking Heads. We both agree on REM. We both agree on The Cure. We both agree on Depeche Mode. We both agree on The Police. Your Clash? No
Clash.
Okay.
But I mean, these are just really good, great band.
Cars. The Cars.
You got to put the Cars in. Yeah. You got to put the Cars.
2.
You got it.
Blondie.
You got to be. I mean, U2 was a new wave band, man.
Yes. Yeah. And
they just unfortunately they got great.
All right, we got our 10. So here's our 10. I know we went through a lot of lists. So here do I got? Okay. Here's who I have. Right. Roxy Music.
Yes. Okay.
Blondie. U2.
I would put that in.
U2. The Cars.
Okay.
Got to go to Police, right?
Got to put, yeah.
And then you got Depeche Mode, The Cure, REM, and Talking Heads. I think that's a solid list.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's a solid. Now, you could make an argument, for Elvis Costello, but really, I mean, he was more influential. I don't think
Elvis Costello was huge.
He was huge, but I mean, can you
name
more than 3 songs of his?
The cool people, like the cool new wave people in high school, they all liked Elvis Costello. Like people, he was very respected.
I think, in my opinion, the Cure, Depeche Mode, and the Talking Heads are probably the top 3 that people that I, dabbled or kind of hung out with.
Those were
Roxy Music was bigger than
and we didn't put them in there, but the Smiths were very. They were. I'm not a Smith fan. A little too depressing for me, but they were like the it. Like they were as big as the Cure in that,
and they're
genre.
Influential today. My older daughter, she loves the Smiths.
Yeah, the Smiths should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. That's
and the guitarist in the Smiths is actually really, his name was Johnny Mars.
Right.
He plays more rock stuff now.
He wasn't really the Mick Mars by any chance, was he?
I don't know.
You said Johnny Mars, like M-A-R-S, like Mick Mars, Motley Crue?
Yeah. They're not related. Not related. Sorry.
But I mean, there's definitely, B-52s were cutting edge. But really, they kind of, they had a couple of big albums in the late 70s, and they didn't do anything into the 80s until 1989, really.
Yeah, but they kind of resurfaced. They had two albums.
The concert thing was a great album.
I love their song Channel Z.
Channel Z. I love that tune, dude. I used to crank that song when I lived in Hawaii, dude. I'd be
crazy on the island. I love that song. Me and my stepsister
living on Channel Z. Dude, I do a mean version of Love Shack when I do karaoke.
Love Shack's good.
Matter of fact, at that time, they appeared on on SNL.
You know what else? What? Sorry.
They played on SNL, and they played that song.
Oh, it's great. You know what else we left off? Channel Z. Great song. This actually pumps me up a little bit. Pumps me up. Static. I have a lot of static up here.
Great tune, man.
Great song.
You're right.
We left Duran off. You know why? I started thinking about it because we used to, me and my stepsister used to love that song, Notorious.
Love Notorious.
We used to make fun of it. We go,
Notorious. Great tune.
That's such a
All right, so listen, the Mount Rushmore of this group is going to be very difficult.
So I told you there's way more to this.
Way more, I know.
It's
Well,
like pop, rocky. I don't know. It's to me, this is like
this is
80s
harder.
to
This is
the
harder than the top hair bands, dude.
because this gives me all like great memories, just great memories. Like
All
I
right,
felt
let's
like this
dude,
was like the
feel
like
melancholy later, dude. We need to get this thing
yeah,
and
but
we need
these
to
were
get
like the great movies, like Pretty in Pink in the 80s. Remember
OMD.
OMD?
I know. All right, so come on, man. We got Mount Rushmore. We need our top 4 bands, Mount Rushmore, and top new wave bands. So out of that list, who is a can't has to be on the list?
All right. I'm going here. I say U2, REM, Talking Heads. I might put Duran in there now. I might have to even though I think the Cars are a better band,
Yeah.
I think they kind of Police kind of took over in classic rock
Well,
more.
that's my point. See, a band. See, listen. Here's the thing. REM. I think REM was not really tried. No, The Cure and Depeche Mode tried and true new wave. Like those guys didn't get too commercialized.
But like the car, but if you take the first like 4 Car albums, you would say new wave.
Total new
But
wave.
they went into but the first Cars album was kind of rocky too, and it became a like more classic rock.
Yeah, it's very difficult. That's why it's like to me, Depeche Mode, The Cure, those guys got to be on that Mount Rushmore because
Yeah, I say you can't you take Duran off. You
yeah,
got to go
Duran Duran. They
U2,
got too poppy.
REM, Cure,
Cure
and Talking Heads.
and Depeche Mode.
Well, that's 5 now.
So I say REM, Cure, Talking Heads, Depeche Mode. That's 4. That's me.
I say REM,
You too. Okay. Okay. That's all right. I agree with that. I think somebody who is a big progressive top punk new wave listener of 80s music will definitely say Depeche Mode has to be on there.
Okay.
And probably would take U2 off because let's face it, U2, yes, they started as a progressive band. But dude, come on, man. They got way too freaking poppy and they did, they come on.
Well, Talking Heads was really poppy, but they're the kings of new wave.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I would put Depeche Mode in there in place of U2. Man.
Yeah.
Come on, U2 goes
Right.
in the listen, we're talking greatest rock bands is U2. To me, these categories, these subcategories, bands have to have a shot at being on that list because they're not going to be on the greatest band of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, so
they can say, I mean, Depeche Mode, REM, The Cure, and Talking Heads can say, hey, we were on Jeff and Bill's Mount Rushmore. That means something.
and Depeche Mode, they also got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
They did. So we got Depeche Mode, REM, The Cure, and Talking Heads. I think that's a solid list.
All right.
Because really, the 3 of those 4 are really tried and true.
We agree to agree.
We agreed to agree. All right. So we're these shows are getting better. They're awesome. And everything. Exactly. Remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, bookmark this page. Pretty soon, we'll be launching worldwide on Apple and Spotify. We're not there yet. But in closing, our top 4 Mount Rushmore of top new wave bands are REM.
Yep.
Depeche Mode.
Yep.
The Cure.
And the Talking Heads.
Burning down the house. Burning down the house. Good tune, man.
Love that song.
All right, Jeff. Good seeing you, buddy. Let's wrap it up, and I will we'll see you again soon.
I feel like I've seen you all day today.
I know. But it's all good stuff, brother. See you soon, buddy.
No, great seeing you.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right.
All right. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.